Good motivational morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good motivational Monday morning. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 things that I wish I knew 10 years ago and that could have really changed my life at any point in time. Coming up. But first things first, if you're new here and if we're just meeting for the first time, I am Chase Corrington and this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel where we seek to achieve and maintain happiness through enlightenment. And what that means is we are bringing you happiness through spirituality, through positive psychology, and through deeper thought, different ways to look at the world, where we seek to discover the hidden mysteries of our reality and the hidden wisdom of the ages, ladies and gentlemen. But today, 3 things I wish I knew 10 years ago and that can really change your life, that changed my life, and that can happen at any point in time. So 10 years is just kind of a rough estimate. But these are 3 things, ladies and gentlemen, that I wish I could go back in time and teach myself because they are game changers, they are life changers, powerful. And let's get right into it. So number 1, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 thing that I wish I knew 10 years ago that can really change your life, it changed my life. Number 1 is that consciousness exists outside of the body. And this has been shown by science, and the idea of a non-physical version, or part of us, a non-physical part of us, ladies and gentlemen, of each and every one of us, exists. And this is echoed throughout almost every religion and culture across the world. So if you're doubting this possibility, just think of, how coincidental. Is it a coincidence that every religion and culture across the entire world, and now it's getting into science, physics, quantum physics, is showing that consciousness, what we really are, is not our body, and what we really are exists beyond our body, the physical realm. And once we come to this realization, ladies and gentlemen, once we come to this realization, the fear of non-existence, the fear of death, it starts to just fade away. It starts to just disappear. It loses its hold on us. And, we go through life. That's one of the things that gives us a lot of stress, that gives us a lot of anxiety, that gives us a lot of struggle, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the things that really causes us the most trouble in life is, worried that it's all just going to come to an end and none of it all really mattered and those kind of thoughts. But once we come to this realization that consciousness exists outside and beyond the body and that we don't just end here, that's something that I wish I could have told myself 10 years ago, something I wish I knew 10 years ago that would have changed my life. Because once we come to this realization, the fear of death, non-existence, starts to fade away and we can really begin to live our lives in an entirely different fashion. And that motivates me every day, ladies and gentlemen. It makes me feel better about living every day. And so, just how wonderful it is. Now, before we roll into number 2 here, ladies and gentlemen, I got a comment yesterday on my video I did about frustrated trying to build your own dreams. Trying to build your dreams. It's frustrating, ladies and gentlemen, but this was just such a beautiful comment, and I really appreciated it. And so it just made me feel so good this morning. And I wanted to read it to you and acknowledge, to show my appreciation, because I truly appreciate each and every comment. And it's one of the reasons I continue to do this, is because people are just so amazing. Each and every one of you that support what I do, I truly appreciate it. And so I wanted to read this comment, and this could really be for everyone. And so it said, "The world needs for you to keep positive and not get sucked into the matrix." So true. The world needs for you to keep positive and not get sucked into the matrix. To make a change is for us to change how we react. To transmute negative vibes to positive. Be real for you and love yourself. So good. And thank you so much. I really appreciated that, and it means a lot to me. And I think that can go a long way for everybody if you really ponder on those statements. Now, number 2, ladies and gentlemen, the number 2 thing that I wish I knew 10 years ago that really could have changed my life at any point in time, that did change my life, is that I can control and choose my thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, as human beings, we have this incredible, magical superpower that we can control and choose our thoughts, whether you believe it or not. Now, this is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. This can change your life. Powerful right here. Now, ask yourself the question: if you're not in control, if you're not responsible for your thoughts, then who is? Wayne Dyer talks about this, and it makes me laugh. He calls it the pop-in theory. Like, people think that the thoughts that they have just kind of pop into their head out of nowhere, and they have no control over what their mind decides to do. And this is ridiculous. If you don't control your thoughts, if you're not in charge of what's popping into your head all the time, then who is? It's not just the universe that's in control of the thoughts that pop into your head. It's your mind, ladies and gentlemen. It's your mind. They're your thoughts. So stop letting them control you, and you control your thoughts and start controlling your life. And this was a game changer for me, a life changer for me, and I really wish I knew this 10 years ago, because I'd be a lot further, a lot faster in finding a happier place in life and bringing happiness to life. And so, start watching your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, and choosing better ones. It'll change your life. And so, number 3, but first let's recap. Number 1 was consciousness, and who we really are is not our body and exists beyond the physical. So that the fear of death can fade away, because we know that it doesn't just end. It doesn't just go black after this. That we continue on, ladies and gentlemen. And my proof for this is in science, and you can do the research, and that it's echoed throughout all religions and cultures, almost all across the entire planet, throughout all of history. That was number 1. Number 2 of the top 3 things that I wish I knew 10 years ago that really would have changed my life at any time. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, was that we have the power to control our thoughts. I have the power, the magical ability to choose what I think. It doesn't just pop into my head without my control. That can happen if I let it, but once again, it's a choice for me to let that happen. So I can choose. Now, number 3, if you're getting value out of this, consider subscribing, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from. and what your top 2 things are that you wish you knew 3 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 1 year ago, that you wish you knew 5 minutes ago. At any point in time, ladies and gentlemen, things that can change your life. Number 3 is that magic is very real. And it affects everybody on a daily basis. And along with that, everything I ever thought that was impossible is totally possible. Everything that I ever thought was impossible, ladies and gentlemen, is 100% possible. And I'm discovering this every single day. I hear stories of people that are terminally ill, with just a month or 2 to live, and they start using GCMAF, or they start using C60, or they start laughing themselves to health. They start changing the kind of thoughts they have. I mean, there are miracles happening in the world. And the kind of things and that's just to do with health, the kind of things that I thought were impossible to be just any random person, and to take your passion and what you love and make a ton of money doing it just off the things that you love, that this is totally possible. And there's tons of case studies and examples and people out there teaching ways that we can do anything in life. Whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right, ladies and gentlemen. So start choosing your thoughts carefully. And start believing that everything that you ever thought was impossible is totally possible. And start looking into this. If you think there's something that you want to do, or something that you are interested in, something you want, start looking into how it's possible. Start looking into why it's good for you. It just blows my mind. Every day I'm blown away by the possibilities in life, the possibilities of reality, and what we can do when we really start to take ownership of our lives, ladies and gentlemen. And so, that is the 3 things that I wish I knew 10 years ago that really could have changed my life at any moment, and has changed my life recently. So, if you get value from this content, consider subscribing. Let me know where you watched from, and leave a comment below. What are your 3 things that have changed your life and that you wish you knew 10 years ago? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel, where we seek to achieve and maintain happiness through enlightenment. We're bringing you happiness through spirituality and positive psychology, where we're seeking to discover the hidden mysteries of our reality and the hidden wisdom of the ages, ladies and gentlemen. And if you'd like to support my work outside of this YouTube channel, if you like what I'm doing, you can find me on Facebook, Chase Corrington. You can support my CLC Paint Facebook page, CLC Paint on Instagram, Chase C Channel on Instagram. And if you'd really like to support my artistic ventures and help me to keep doing what I'm doing here, visit my CLC Paint Etsy shop, where you can find yourself one-of-a-kind, handmade, original landscape oil paintings, ladies and gentlemen, for fantastic prices. And if you're subscribed, go over to the CLC Paint YouTube channel and subscribe. And, send me a message. I'll hook you up. I'll give you a painting for free. I'll give you 25% off. Just let me know, ladies and gentlemen, and we can work together to start making miracles in our lives. Help me to help you to help ourselves as we continue to try to bring happiness to life through a better way of thinking. Until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, continue to try to make a difference. I want to go back to that comment real quick and just read it again, because it was so awesome. The world needs for us, ladies and gentlemen, to be positive, to keep positive, and not get sucked into the matrix. To make a change is for us to change how we react, to transmute negative vibes to positive. Be real for you and love yourself. Until then, we'll be back in the future with more interesting topics and motivational Mondays to throw your way. Thank you for watching.